I cheated. I didn't crawl up the ladder, which is kind of dangerous to try to retrieve a colony off of a ladder. So I went and I got them in the hive, but it wasn't easy. I had to cut up the tree, and what I did basically is I took and took the chainsaw to the tree and got it to hinge over, and brought the tree branch slowly down onto the ground so it wouldn't knock the bees all over and kill a bunch of them. But it did squash a few of them, maybe about 50 or so. It squashed some, and I got them to go in the colony, and I took the chunk that the queen was hanging on the branch, and I cut that off and picked it up and shook it into the box. So I'm pretty sure the queen is inside. All the bees are hanging around here. I don't see them going anywhere. So I think I've got them established in this colony. I'm going to take and put some frames in there just to fill up that top one. There's some frames down below that already have comb built. So they'll probably clean that comb up and use it. They're starting to get in my face, and they're getting kind of defensive. So I kind of think they might have declared this home. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I'll check on them in a little bit. Here's where I crawled back into the poison ivy and took and cut that with a chainsaw, let it hinge over, and settled it down so that I could get the colony, catch the colony, and put it in this hive bodies right here. And hopefully they're going to like it in there. I don't know. I'm not seeing them try to leave yet, but I don't know. They could just up and leave on me. I've had that happen before. Okay, over here, here's the hive that split on me. It's still a strong colony, even though half the bees have left, and they're over in that one over there. But this colony, I think, is going to make it. There's a stray bee in here. You see over there? They're fighting. There's a bee that doesn't belong here, hanging around, and they're giving it. They're beating the snot out of him. They got where it wasn't supposed to be. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, they're starting to figure out their territories, so hopefully I'll have 3 strong colonies going here. I got this colony over here, and I got it started here just this spring. You remember I introduced bees in here, and you don't dare tap on this one. You knock on that, they'll come out like gangbusters, and they're always mad at me all the time. They want to sting me. So yeah, eventually I'll take and move that one over. As soon as it settles down, I'll move it over to the slab over here and get that all cleaned up, get some blocks on there to get that one off the ground, and then I'll open it up and scrape the propolis out of it a bit to loosen up the frames, and then hopefully, if all goes well, I'll go into the fall with some pretty strong colonies. Now let's take a look, check on them again. I'm waiting for them to sting me. If they sting me, then I know that they're defending it. And this is home. I don't know if this is home yet. They kind of act like it, but I don't know. Well, that zoom goes in and out pretty fast. They seem like they're kind of in there, but I wouldn't piss them off. You know, maybe they're stay. They act like they're still pretty agitated, like they want to go somewhere. Of course, the weather is starting to get a little bit rough. We'll look at the dark skies. It's supposed to rain. I put on a bottle of sugar, highly concentrated sugar water, and I'm noticing that they're doing some house cleaning. It's granular like stuff. They're cleaning up comb. That might be a good sign. They're cleaning up in there. Maybe this is home. See, now the queen, it leaves the colony after they're settled in and goes and finds a drone, and they have a little honeymoon, and she breeds for life. That's the last time she'll leave the colony. She'll be in here from here on out, and she'll be laying eggs like crazy then. But that's interesting with them, with honeybees. And then we'll start out again with building the colony, and we'll check inside. Tonight I want to take and strap this on a cart and move it over to the cement slab. Let's say they got a bee in here that maybe doesn't belong. They're dragging it around. They do that when a bee flies in and they don't smell quite right. Well, everything's settled in. It's kind of a cool day today. And I got the hive on the cement blocks. So hopefully everything will be fine. And all the bees are pretty, not too much activity because it's cool, but they're still feeding on the sugar water. There's not too much activity today. Yeah, it's not the best of weather, but now I've got at least some hope here that I'll have going into the winter. I'll have 3 strong hives. So at least this is the close to the conclusion of this video on this catching a swarm. So at least you know a few of the ups and downs on it. Here we're at Saturday afternoon, taking a break. Do a shout out to a good neighbor to the north, Steve Wallace. Those that enjoy his channel and Camping with Steve. I just want to do a step 2 in his honor in Kansas. And it's Miller time. Well, that really takes the sting out of the day, doesn't it? Well, here we're enjoying the honeybees, and we're off to the side. And it's a good idea. Might get run over.